Breaking news, Variety can confirm that basketball legend Kobe Bryant has died in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. This occurred Sunday morning. TMZ was the first to report this news. Now, Bryant was known for traveling via private helicopter dating back to his days on the Los Angeles Lakers when he would commute from Newport Beach to right here, the Staples Center, incidentally, where the Grammy Awards are underway this evening. Bryant was 41 years old. For more on this developing story, head over to Variety.
Adrian Wojnarowski, our ESPN NBA insider, joins us now on the phone here. This breaking news coverage of Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter crash in the Los Angeles area just moments ago. Woj, what's been the reaction that you've gotten from around the league so far?
Michael Zubin, obviously shock. A lot of people hoping against hope that indeed Kobe Bryant was not on that helicopter, but just shocked. This is one of the iconic figures, not just in the history of the NBA, but in modern professional sports and culture. Kobe transcended the Lakers and the NBA, and this is for a lot of players who grew up idolizing him, peers who he played against. I think within the league itself, there's just shock and obviously great sadness.
You know, during his prime, Woj, Kobe was very proud of the fact that, you know, he didn't make a lot of friends around the league because he was trying to be the greatest. And if you're on his team, that's one thing. If you're on the opposing team, that's different. But it seems like the younger generation in the NBA right now looked up to him as much as they did anybody as it relates to the last 15 to 20 years of the NBA. How do you think his effect has translated throughout the NBA?
Well, there's no question that Kobe had a tremendous influence on really even more than one generation of young player coming into the league. Those, you remember, he was in the NBA at 17 years old. He died today at 41, and there have been even players, young players now who just caught the tail end of his career who were enamored by him. And I'm already hearing from team executives in the last several minutes, telling me, one in particular told me, you know, their star player was devastated, didn't know if he'd be able to play in a game today, and whether the league might make a decision about games. And we're still gathering that information, but this will be, Kobe Bryant was a transcendent figure in this league and as popular of a player that perhaps we've had since Michael Jordan.
It's so well said, Woj. Ramona Shelburne was on the phone with us prior to you coming on, and she said the Mamba mentality that he embodied was well known in China, well known in Africa, and obviously here in the United States. The true devastating part about this, you look at it from a husband and family perspective with his daughters. He said, I'm just starting to live life when he retired from the NBA. I'm going to win an Academy Award. He did. He had so much life left in front of him and wanted to do things outside of basketball. To this point, at the age of 41, with everything he did post-basketball and including his career, how would you sum up the legacy of Kobe Bryant?
Well, certainly he was a player, who came in at a time in the league when the sport was really exploding on television, on the internet, and globally. And I think Kobe Bryant was really one of the first NBA players to become immense around the world. I think he carried that on from the Dream Team group and what they did and what Michael Jordan did. Certainly in China, Kobe has reached, tremendous heights. And there are, young players everywhere in the world who imagined being him, emulated him, his ability to sell sneakers, to market products, and then he started to transcend basketball, as you said, Zubin, in his post-playing career, and was moving on into the media. Into media, he had a great passion for the written word, and I think most of all, a great passion for his daughters, for his family. You saw him courtside at a lot of games with his daughters, taking them to games, and then coaching their teams. And that was something I know he took great pride in, kind of shepherding them through, their academic and then their basketball careers and into their teenage years.